October 15th, and this is the London Review. Hi guys, this is Robert Rivera with the Rivera Trading Group in association with Trend Trading Academy. And GBP USD finally got its act together. It moved very nicely last night. It was a continuation of the fall of the previous days. I had marked up the GBP USD and gold last night, and I got myself in a gold trade that went well, and so I was done for the night. I basically watched GBP USD as it did its thing. Thought about taking it, but it broke out on me, and after that, I was like, okay, I'm not going to chase it. So I stuck with my gold trade from last night, and I let GBP USD do its thing. But it's worth pointing out that it did act right. It broke, retested, dropped. Let's take a look at it. So this is the partial setup as we had it last night, and we take notice that it is wedging. Price has been wedging, and it's been holding above that support line. I'm actually thinking that we may see a break to the top side to break through the highs of yesterday. But that's not what happened. And in fact, as it kept wedging, eventually it found its way to break through. And the 50 moving average on the 30-minute provided great confluence. Let's see it. So here it is. After the 30-minute 50 moving average caught up with the action, it broke through the wedge, it retested it, and dropped forever, as you can see, for 118 pips. Now, I wish that I would have been in the market for this because it was a very nice, I don't think I would have gotten 118. Once that big green candle, golden candle went up, I would have gotten out before that. But it did provide a nice drop and a consistent drop once it started going. And so it was a nice win, especially after we had spent the evening talking about the retest with the team. For those of you who are looking for consistent entries and high probability entries, the retest is the game for you. So as you can tell, for example, that line of support was broken, along with the wedge, by the way, was broken, right? And it retested on the 50 moving average. Then it came back up above and it gave that wonderful green wick as it starts coming back down, and even give you another confirmation red wick before it went going down. Those retest entries right there are the highest probability. When the market first breaks out, like the big engulfing candle that you see right there dropping, that broke through the support, you don't know if it's a fake out. You don't know if it's going to keep going on. That candle right there doesn't give you enough information to know what the market is doing. Perhaps it's just retesting the 50 moving average and then it's going back up. We don't know, okay? But once the market returns to the area and gives you the wick of rejection, that gives you a high probability that the market is dropping. Okay, and once it breaks out beyond the 50 moving average, that's go time for the sell. All right, let's go look at the gold. So this is the setup that I had for gold. I'm basically watching it. I'm also hoping here, right, that it's going to break to the top and maybe I can catch the break of that trend line over to the next trend line. But I find that it is bumping its head against this level of resistance, and it just keeps bouncing up there over and over. You hit once, hit twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. Now it comes back again 6 and 7 times. Eventually it will break it, but it hasn't yet. And so what I did is I looked for an opportunity to catch the rejection from the top, especially if it hit the top line, if it hit the yellow line, the horizontal yellow line, and then came back down, which is what I got. And here are the results. So here's gold. As I mentioned, I was waiting for something that I could catch as a rejection from the top. And in fact, it caught up with the 200 moving average right there, as you can see it, and it rejected the top and it rejected the 50 moving average, and I took it. It went for 1,005 points, which equates to about 100 pips, and that's what I took. It was actually a rather easy one because again, it was just consolidating on the same spot, The way I figured it, if I took the sell there, then my stop loss is just above. It was just a high probability trade with low risk and great reward. So I took it. And here are the results from last night. Again, that's that gold that I took. I took not my regular lot size. That would have been a whole lot more money if I taken my regular lot size. But on gold, since I'm not traded for a while, I took a smaller lot size than customary, just so that I could get my feel for it. Right? I don't want to start the night with a bad trade. And as you can see, it was only 1 o'clock in the morning, 1:16 in the morning. And so I went ahead and just put a smaller lot size in there and waited to see if I got the reaction that I wanted. And it happened really quick, in fact. It happened pretty quick. And so once that was accomplished, then my night was pretty much over. I was only going to take a high probability trade if it did come, and I missed out on the GBP USD after it broke out. So that was it for me. Welcome back. So as you can tell, GBP USD finally acted its in character. I mean, that's what we know about GBP USD. That's what it's supposed to be doing. And so I was very happy with how it reacted, because having spoken to the team about the retest last night, I wanted to see something work the way we discussed it, and that worked out perfectly. Gold is the spread are not as bad as they were before, and so I'm giving it a second look. I'm giving it a try. I traded it earlier this week and it went well. Traded again last night, went well. So I may be venturing into gold a little more consistently, especially if I see high probability setups like that one from last night. Again, this is Robert Rivera with the Rivera Trading Group in association with Trade Trading Academy. I hope that you are enjoying the content that you're receiving, and if so, please like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day.